Guess who watched the first Ducktales episode? Me, because you're watching this video. I really liked it. It's a really fun show. It's really similar to Darkwing Duck in that the main characters are really similar people and the family dynamic is very similar. But I think I prefer Ducktales a bit more because I like that specific brand of humor. It's more character-based as opposed to slapstick-based. And I really like the world. I am into this action-adventure treasure hunt world just because there's so much you can do with it and what kinds of treasures you can find. That really engages me. It's also really similar to Gravity Falls, which is one of my favorite modern shows. And they even have some of the same jokes, like the, "Oh, we missed you. Well, what'd you throw at me?" And they also have a similar plot point that was in a Gravity Falls episode where Scrooge is bad-mouthing the kids and they take it really hard and just leave. They say, "Oh, you know, he doesn't want us, forget him." But then 2 seconds later says, "Oh, they remind me of me at that age." So it's kind of sweet. I don't see it as too similar. I just see it as similar enough. It's a genre style. It's a stylistic thing. Huey, Dewey, and Lou themselves, they're voiced very similar to Donald Duck, and there's not too much distinction between them other than the colors of their shirts and hats. But I still find them really engaging. They still work well together, and they feel like the kids from Mary Poppins in that they're accused of being troublemakers when they're really not. They don't do anything that bad. They're just trying to entertain themselves while Scrooge really pays no attention to them. It's kind of funny how the uncle can abuse kids, but God forbid a parent does. I wonder, where are their parents? I wonder if that's ever explained. Still, they're fun. They really they want that familial figure in their lives. And you do see some of Scrooge getting to that point as well in the episode, as he's very busy with his work. But he does come around to these kids. It is really sweet. Now, you do like seeing them go on adventures together. Interestingly enough, I did grow up with this show. I do remember it. But it wasn't one I watched too much. I watched a couple episodes in passing, and so there are some things I do remember. I remember the Beagle Boys and their voices, classic cartoon voices. Similar 40s style too with them. They have the very stereotypical robber masks and the shirts. They kind of look like the Cookie Crisp dog, but before it changed to the wolf. I thought that was funny. I enjoyed them. They have a lot of slapstick in here too, but not as much. I find, like I said earlier, most of the humor is character-based. Oh, there's a really good whistle while you work joke. I like how Disney references its other works. That's always fun. Continuity, Disney Cinematic Universe, and Television Universe. They have very interesting villains too. You don't really learn too much about them, but it's always building up to something. I think this is one of the early shows that established continuity. Like, X-Men was the one that really gets credit for it. And I probably should have looked it up before I did this. I do these immediately. But I think around that time, X-Men, Ducktales, I think really started a continuity in their shows, which is really cool to see. That's becoming much more accepted and much more popular nowadays. People want to see development, people want serialization, people want their characters to learn and grow. I personally like that too, and it's really good to have both. The pilot is a two-parter, but they're still standalone. I like that. I like that combination between episodic and serialized. I think working together. Very good balance. Finishing off this video, I did want to check out the reboot of DuckTales too, but I think I should watch some of the original just so I can pick up on some of the references. Are there any specific episodes I should watch before I jump into the reboot? Because I do want to get a feel of this show before I see the updates, so you can compare and contrast. I'll listen to you guys in your comments. Thanks for the suggestion once again.